Hi Vlad. Hi Silke.
Hi Amanda.
So I saw you at Vegfest yesterday.
Yep.
What was it like at Vegfest?
It was actually super fun. We didn't expect over 6,000 people there. I mean, Hong Kong is a growing vegan community, but yesterday we really realized there's a lot of local vegans here, and I heard that the first year there was only 4,000, so third year to make it over 6,000. It was super cool, super good to see.
Yeah, so if you go to Hong Kong restaurants, you actually don't see or run into a lot of vegan restaurants. So yesterday we were surprised about the food exhibitors actually, and also all the people, like 5,000, 6,000 people that joined. Yeah, very positively surprised.
Why were you invited to speak at Vegfest?
Well, I would say because we both are vegans, of course, and we are like a couple that are sharing kind of the veganism, which I think it was quite a popular topic, and also asking about was one of you before vegan or not. So basically there was the question if I became vegan because of him, and I have to admit it was yes. And I would just say that I rather took it for granted in the past to have meat and milk products and everything, because it's in every supermarket available. And once I got into it with him in Hong Kong, I just did some more research, and in the end it was the moral reasons that made me vegan, and for me there is no way back.
Yeah, that's great.
But I think the main reason they kind of brought us up on the stage was because Silke, she's a yoga instructor, so she's a yogi, and I'm a runner, so I mean, they kind of want to show people that vegans can do anything as well. I mean, a lot of people think if you're vegan then you must be weak and strong enough to do all those physical activities, but the truth of the matter is that on a basic vegan diet, which consists mainly of fruit and vegetables, I run 100k races and I race every single week, and it's not easy road runs, but it's rather like mountain running and trail running. And for someone like Silke to do yoga for a few hours a day, very easy on a vegan diet. It's even easier on a vegan diet than on a normal diet.
Going back to the couple thing, sorry. I found like a kind of so I find that lots of couples, like one will be vegan and then the other will convince the other to go vegan. So do you think we all just need to find meat eaters and convince them that
convince them and keep going to the next one? We asked that question yesterday, and I think that they're kind of it's a character of a person. So I mean, a lot of people don't know about what's happening, and that's kind of okay. But if you actually with somebody that's a meat eater and you kind of show him the evidence and you show him a lot of information about it, and they still don't change, I think that could kind of hold you back a little bit. But if the person like here, kind of did change, and then for me it was kind of realizing that she's got a really big heart, and she didn't really do it for me, but she rather did it for the animals. It's not like we started going out and I said, hey, you have to be vegan.
Yeah.
But it's kind of seeing the benefits, and then she did a bit of her own research, and she realized that it is harming a lot of animals and it's bad for the environment, and then she changed, and that kind of just made me love her more because of that.
I think in the end, I mean, it's everyone's own decision to make, and you cannot really push and pressure someone. But let's say what he did or what I would do with people, like with friends or something, just to like invite to research a bit more about it, or just inspire and say, oh, why don't we go to a vegan restaurant or something, and then people realize suddenly, oh my god, like there are so great options to eat. You don't even have to have only vegetable and stuff, and then also they start asking a bit more, like what made you vegan, at least if they are kind of open personalities, and then they start their own research and stuff. And some of them, I have one friend, she just said that she skipped meat, which makes me really happy, so there was no pressure. And I think for me the advice is not to pressure people in that sense. I'd rather push them away.
Yeah. What do you do like when people do know the information? but they seem to just be like, oh, okay, well, I'm still gonna eat meat. Like,
I mean, that's kind of, I think that's just a little bit of stupidity in a way. If you know something is bad but you don't really care, you just keep doing it. I mean, that's just, that kind of, you look at that person and you go, look, you know the information, you know that that's bad, you know that that's not fair, and you can't survive without it. Why do you keep doing it? So it just comes to their own comfort and like grittiness in a way as well. So what do you do against it is you try and inspire people, and you try and kind of show them the benefits and show them that you can win races without those animal products. And as she said, is never trying to kind of push people, because they might go vegan for a week or 2 weeks, but unless you kind of understand why you're going vegan, then you'll go back really quickly. And it happens to a lot of people. They kind of, oh well, vegan sounds cool, or it's a new trend or whatever, and they'll kind of try vegan, but then realistically they'll go back. So they need to make that decision for themselves.
You mentioned that you need to inspire people. You two are both quite inspirational people. So you're a yoga teacher and marathon runner. So like, where do you get your drive and your passion from?
I get from obviously a lot of other vegans as well. I mean, there's a lot of vegans out there that do, incredible work, like, including yourself. This is not something that you get paid on, or like you don't get a paycheck for that. You're kind of doing it because, you want to see a bit of a change. You want things to get better. And, I feel better on this diet, on this lifestyle, and I hope other people can, feel better as well. Before I was vegan, I had no energy, I was addicted to cigarettes, alcohol, energy drinks, caffeine, and it can get better, and for us sharing it, it's only letting people see that there is a better way.
So for me, one thing is definitely, since I made the transition, that I feel I have a lot more energy. So this keeps me motivated to continue it. This is one thing, that's the health point. But actually the more important reason or source for keeping being vegan for me is the animal rights thing. And then I think, especially if you walk around in Hong Kong, you have a lot of those kind of stores where they sell like a little pig leg here or a little duck head there. And this is really something, every time I pass those stores, I just think, oh, I'm really happy that I'm not part of it. And I think, to be honest, that this, to do it because of moral reasons, because of animal rights and stay vegan, this is probably what keeps you doing it for your whole life. Because if it's for health reasons, I mean, once there are studies coming out, oh, that meat is actually better for you in that sense or that sense, then it will make you change again, or it might make you change again.
Do you have any fitness tips for people?
Running wise? Away from the veganism? I'd say it's just going out there and trying. I mean, I run 100k races now, but obviously my first run was 1 or 2 kilometers, you know what I mean? So not being too scared to go out there and sign up to races. I sign up to as many races as I can, and my first one I signed up to a marathon without much training.
Wow.
So I mean, you could just think, what's the worst thing that can happen? You don't finish, you go home, you try again next time. I think the worst thing that can happen is not trying at all. So,
true.
Going out there and trying, having fun.
Yeah, similar advice from my side. I think you really need to try not to be scared. Just sign up for things, you go through it, and you feel rewarded afterwards.
And I think a good kind of tip could be, if you're going to do some yoga and you've never done yoga before, then don't be scared that you're the worst one in the class, because everybody went to that stage. When I first started doing yoga, I kind of looked at myself and I thought I looked stupid, but I kept coming back, and before you know it, you start getting better and better, and suddenly you start enjoying it. So I think don't be scared to be the worst in the class, or the slowest runner, or the worst soccer player in your team. It doesn't really matter, you will improve, but as long as you don't give up.
Yeah, maybe consider the bit of frustration in the beginning, which is
happens
definitely
to everybody,
there.
though.
Realistically, it happens to everybody, and it's normal, but don't give up. Do it at least for a month. If we talk about yoga, I would say give it a try, 15 minutes every day, and then after a month you should definitely feel some improvement, and then from that point on you will have your own motivation and you will feel less frustrated.
What's like a typical meal for you?
We wake up and we have a lot of fruit, so fruit smoothie and maybe some just sliced fruit. So in the morning we definitely keep it just with fruit. For lunch usually we have salads, and then for dinner we'll go really big and heavy.
Yeah.
You know, against what a lot of people say. From my point of view personally, I believe that a lot of our recovery happens while we're asleep. So I want to make sure that my body's got a lot of nutrients to fix itself while I'm asleep. So I know a lot of people go, oh, don't eat too much before you go to bed and stuff like that. But I think that some of your richest meals should be in the evening, so your body's got that nutrients to make those repairs.
So in the evening we would have some Thai food or Indian food, or we would come here to this place, the Loving Hut, and have some really rich Southern Eastern Asian food.
Yeah.
You were based in Hong Kong, so what's it like being vegan in Hong Kong?
It's definitely not easy. I mean, we travel quite a lot, and Hong Kong is definitely really hard. I guess France is pretty hard as well to be vegan, but Hong Kong is pretty tough as well. It's growing now, so it's definitely improving. I've been here for 1 year, and you can see the improvement like over 1 year, but it's still not as developed as Singapore, as Australia, as Germany, I'm sure as the US, as England probably. So I mean, it's not easy, but if you do it for the right reasons, then you know, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I think at the beginning there were like 3 restaurants we would go to.
Now
The number increased a little bit, so we
definitely.
would have around 7 or something. So there's definitely some good options, and it's growing. And then the thing basically is that you can actually go to every Thai and Indian place everywhere in the world, also in Hong Kong, and you usually will find your vegan options.
They're happy to do it without butter, you know, the Indian food, and you know, if that Thai food, most of them are using coconut milk, so you know, just make sure they don't do any fish sauce. But otherwise, yeah, it's quite safe.
So we know why you went vegan, Silke. So why did you go vegan, Vlad?
To be honest, I went for the health reasons in the beginning. So right now, after I got into the vegan community, it's a lot more than that, and right now it's more about the animals. But in the beginning, you know, I can't lie that it was because of health reasons. I wanted to run more, so I started running, and you know, it took me a while to recover in between runs. So I was researching, you know, yoga. I started doing yoga, and then I was researching a diet that can help me recover quicker. And you know, I read a book and saw a couple of documentaries, and you know, I thought I'll give it a try. And I went vegan literally overnight from, you know, being a heavy meat eater and eggs and cheese and stuff like that. And I thought I'll give it a try, and I never looked back. So that was kind of one day and then to the next, and I was vegan since.
Do you two have any tips for people that want to go vegan?
I think make sure that you do it for the right reasons. You know, don't try and do it to impress your friends or you know, for the wrong reasons. Just make sure that you kind of understand why you're doing it, and don't be scared to kind of do your own research and make your own decisions. You know, that's what we both did. You know, even though she's, you know, we talked about it a little bit, you know, she went out there and she did her own research, and then you know, same thing with me. Even though I knew some vegans before, you know, I went out there, did my own research, read some books and saw some YouTube videos, and you know, kind of made that decision for myself.
And then if you're scared there's not enough food options or something around, then I would say, for example, go on Happy Cow, which is a great link where you can just see what kind of vegan restaurants are available around you, and then go there and try it, and then you make your decision, and you also see, oh, there are actually great alternatives. I won't starve.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.